Interesting looking skies today as well. I heard there was some, pollution in the water around here. I thought I'd get some aerial views to see what it looks like. And what did I read today? How about this one? Another claim of a drone almost colliding with an airplane. This one says British Airways flight missed hitting drone over Windsor by just 20 feet. What are the odds that's a drone within 20 feet, huh? British Airways flight carrying more than 200 people above Windsor missed an illegal drone by just 20 feet, a report has revealed. The Boeing Dreamliner was heading to Montreal, Canada from Heathrow, carrying 216 passengers at nearly 3,000 feet in July when the near miss happened. The details were revealed in a report by the UK Airports Board, which rated the incident a Category A, meaning there was a serious risk of collision. UCAB, which assessed risk incidents in UK airspace, reported that the plane was 20 feet above the drone and 60 feet away horizontally, leading the pilot to describe the risk of a collision as high. The drone was being flown at 2,800 feet, more than 7 times the usual maximum legal height for the devices of 400 feet. The report, which was first reported in the Daily Mail, said it was apparent that while it was very close, the drone would pass below and to their left. The drone was white with multiple props, but no lights. Now, with that said, there's the usual, theme where they're not 100% sure, and it says because of this, in the board's opinion, the reported altitude and/or description of the object were sufficient to indicate that it could have been a drone. The board considered that the pilot's overall account of the incident portrayed a situation where providence had played a major role in incident and/or a definite risk of collision had existed. It is understood that the pilot of the drone was never caught. If found, they could face up to 5 years in jail. And then they talk about how drones are an issue, almost crashing into airplanes and all that. But like with this, what are the odds that it is actually a drone? Because in so many of these stories, they end up being nothing or something else. One thing is for sure though, it'll definitely give people more ammo who want to create, more restrictions and stuff like that. Although with that said, it comes down to what you're using and how, as I've always said, and in this case, unfortunately, a drone was used to kill people. It's not a quote recreational drone. This one says, drone strike error kills dozens of civilians in Nigeria. At least 85 civilians are killed in a drone strike on a village in northwestern Nigeria in a miscalculation by the army. President Bola Tinubu has ordered an investigation. Unfortunate situation, but as I said, these are the types of drones you should really be worried about. Ones used for military purposes and all that. And the other thing I read today, apparently Google officially released their AI bot. It's called Gemini. It's supposed to compete with things like ChatGPT or the new Grok. And here it says, introducing Gemini, our largest and most capable AI model. And as described here, Gemini is the result of a large-scale collaboration efforts by teams across Google, including our colleagues at Google Research. It was built from the ground up to be multi-modal, which means it can generalize and seamlessly understand, operate across, and combine different types of information, including text, code, audio, image, and video. And I guess they're thinking big in terms of where people can use this, because it says Gemini is also our most flexible model yet. Able to efficiently run on everything from data centers to mobile devices, its state-of-the-art capabilities will significantly enhance the way developers and enterprise customers build and scale with AI. And according to this, they're going to have, 3 different versions. That the Gemini Ultra says our largest and most capable model for highly complex tasks, Gemini Pro, our best model for scaling across a wide range of tasks, and Gemini Nano, our most efficient model for on-device tasks. And it was kind of interesting too, as they have all these presentations to show how this thing actually works in terms of interpreting things like text, images, audio, and all that. It'll be really useful, but at the same time, they do mention stuff, for example, talking about safety and stuff on the internet. How do you know what's good, what's bad? I guess this AI is supposed to be smart enough to determine the good and the bad, which makes me wonder what type of biases or potential prejudice does this bot have per se? Because as demonstrated in a lot of cases, these AI bots could be completely biased based on its information and how it's programmed. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But there's so many new, I guess, AI bots to test out nowadays, huh? I haven't been using it in a regular basis for any daily activities per se. I don't think it's quite there yet, but in terms of testing stuff like this, it's something I would plan to do anyways, because either way, it's going to be the way of the future, it seems like. All right, see you guys later.